You are watching Catch the Craze TV.
I'm so crazy. You so crazy. Crazy. Who's the craziest? I'm so crazy. You so crazy. Crazy. Who's the craziest? I'm so crazy. You so crazy.
We're here with Marcos Perez and would like to know about your work and what you're showing us today.
Okay. Well, I have two series. One is called Tear Stained Makeup. It's an ongoing story about basically it's sort of a soap opera drama type with a bunch of different characters centered around a rock band in New York City that sort of breaks up, and there's a lot of fallout and you know I'm still working it out. I've been doing it for a while, trying to get better. The styles change over time as as I learn more. And I have another series about this little dinosaur called Carl, and it's more of a humor comic. I'm doing a story about him going cross country, and it's just a lot of little adventures. And that's a web comic. I'm doing it online, but I have some of the mini comics here. And for right now, those are my two main projects until I get them done. So.
As a creator of this and then writing it and drawing it, like, what's the process for you? How is the process for you?
For me, it kind of changes, sort of depending. With Tear Stained Makeup, I started out very planned, sort of, laying it out, and then I would draw it. And then it's sometimes, like the last issue I did, I just kind of went one page and then the next and then the next. And I do as much as I can by hand, like the lettering and all of that. Mostly because I work on a computer all day and I don't want to do it anymore. Although sometimes I have to sneak in a little bit of computer effects. But for the most part, I try to keep it as analog as possible. So, and just pen and ink.
Why comic books for you? Why choose comic books?
Well, I've been really into comic books since I was a kid, so I kind of stopped doing it for a little while when I turned about 18 or 19, and I don't know, I thought they weren't cool anymore. And then I sort of stopped and I did music, and I was in bands for about 10 years, and then kind of had my fill and sort of came back to this. So, I mean, I look around and I'm behind a lot of the kids here because they just kind of nonstop from the time they were young, and I just took a break. But it's good. You come to these things when you're ready. So, but yeah, I mean, I never stopped reading. I've followed other people. And
is there somebody in particular that inspires you, or that you?
I mean, mostly these days it's like the people here. Like, I love going around and just finding stuff that I can't find in the store, or just sort of, oh, what is that? Something that catches my eye. I pretty much read everything these days. Whether it's, I still read a couple superhero books, and I read like some indie books, and like Japanese books and French books, and I just like taking it all in, and just I'm really interested in what other people are doing. So that kind of keeps me inspired and keeps me going, and I'm really looking forward to seeing who's new around today or tomorrow. So, I mean, this convention is more of I feel like I'm as much a consumer as selling my stuff. So,
how can we get a hold of your work?
Well, all of my books can be bought online. I mean, my website's called clifffacecomics.com. And they're in some stores in New York, but not that many. Jim Hanley's Forbidden Planet. But most of it, like there's a good portion of this is online too at the website, and that stuff is online. So I like putting a lot of stuff online too. I like having something new out there for people who want to read it. So,
As somebody who's trying to make it in the media, right, in the comic books world, do you have any words for also other aspiring creators who are also trying to get into the
Well, let's see. I figure I would learn something by now, but I think the best thing is just to enjoy yourself, do it for yourself, and try not to get too caught up in how well things are selling and stuff like that. I mean, as long as you're feeling it, what you're doing, and then just follow through, you know, just you start a project, try to finish it. I mean, I've been working on this for almost 4 years, and there's times I just want to throw it under the bus, but at the same time, you know, just to rethink a way to come at it, you know, with a fresh outlook. But yeah, I mean, the best things, also your friends. I mean, it's one of my best friends that I table with, and like, it's people I've met and known just to talk about, I mean, not even comics, just anything. It's nice knowing other people who are into the same things that you are, because half the time, you know, comics is kind of like, I don't know, sort of like, I don't know, it's almost like a secret society, and like, or like, you know, politics. You don't necessarily want to talk about it with some people. You know? I don't really talk about comics when I'm at home with my parents or at work, you know. But here I can, you know, can nerd out. So, so yeah, I mean, going to conventions, meeting people, stuff like that, and working.
It's something that has helped you, you know, to move around and know other people.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is like the only industry I can think of that actually does this kind of thing, you know, where people can really just get close and sort of, you know, you have established people next to people who are, it's their first show, you know. So, I mean, this show was the first convention I went to as a consumer that really kind of inspired me to start drawing again after so many years. So, it's pretty important to me, you know.
Thank you so much for taking the time talking to us.
Oh, no, thank you. That was fun.
So check the flow, cause you know I got soul. The neighbors cast a craze, baby. So act like you know what's called Cast the Craze. Cast the Craze. The one originator, the crazy creator.